Let's jump now to CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes with more on the effects of the shutdown. Nancy, good morning to you. Good to see you again. We know that thousands of flights are still canceled. Air traffic controllers still feeling stretched. So what is the new pitch from the administration, from the president, to possibly bring a fix that hasn't been thought of yet?
Well, the president made it clear in a post on Truth Social, Errol, that he is unhappy with the fact that some air traffic controllers have called in sick as an act of protest over the fact that they haven't gotten paid in several weeks. In a series of exclamation point filled, all caps descriptions of his plan, he said that he will give a bonus to people who did not call in sick, and that those who did nothing but complain and took time off, he is going to try to dock their pay, because you see it right there at the bottom of the screen. I am not happy with you. He then went on to elaborate on his plan in an interview with Fox News. Take a listen.
We have a lot of people want the job. But I was not happy when I saw all these people. Oh, we have to look. Life is not so easy for anybody. Our country's never done better. We should not have had people leaving their jobs. And what I basically did is say the ones that stayed, of which there were a lot of them, I'm sending them a $10,000 bonus.
Where's that money coming from?
I don't know. I'll get it from someplace.
You gotta love it. Look, man, 10,000 for air traffic controllers. They still getting their back pay once the shutdown officially is over. But he's rewarding the people that's being loyal. He's rewarding the people that's being a patriot. He's rewarding the people that understands that this ain't got nothing to do with them. The reason why the government shutdown happened, we know it was the Democrats trying to get money for health insurance. The Democrats rather get the health insurance industry $35 to $40 billion instead of, keeping the government open so air traffic controllers can get their money. So there's over 11,000 air traffic controllers. They've been out of work for, I think, at least 31 days. 11,000 times 10,000, I think that's $110 million. They gonna find the money. Come on, this is Trump, man. He know where the money's at. Raise a tariff for a couple of days and we get that $110 million. That's the beauty of tariffs. But do I believe that the air traffic controllers should be getting a bonus if they stayed loyal to the soil? For sure. Get them that bread. Merry Christmas. Don't even tax the 10K either. Give them a 10K tax-free. But he gonna make it work, man. Like, this dude got common sense. But these air traffic controllers, they probably went through the yin yang, dealing with the high stress period, dealing with all these things. So yeah, they should for sure get a bonus. But we have to appreciate them and understand that job is not easy. Making sure that airplanes don't crash and all of that, bro, that's a whole different level. With old equipment, don't forget that too. But the people have to get understand and can't be mad that the government was shut down. It was shut down because of the Democrats. It's because they wanted all this money for the healthcare industry. 35, I believe, estimated $1 billion going to the healthcare industry, or they wanted to extend it for another year so they get the last check before it's officially gone. That's why I don't believe the ACA gonna come back. Too many people know that health insurance plan is not good for Americans. There's like I saw a guy talking about he's gonna have to pay $700 or $800 a month, and he is a single man with no kids, no family, no pre-existing conditions, and he still got to pay $700-800 a month. Why? It's greed. The ACA did nothing. But yes, back to the air traffic controllers. I definitely feel like they should be getting some bread for sure.
Now, it's not clear there is actually a mechanism for the president to penalize air traffic controllers in this way, docking their pay. It's also unclear how you would determine which air traffic controllers went out sick as a protest mechanism and which simply actually were sick or had a sick child. Nevertheless, the transportation secretary, Errol, says that he supports the president's position that some air traffic controllers should get rewarded, and he said he's going to work with Congress to figure out how to do that.
I guess just an idea of the creative thinking that this shutdown generates. Nancy?
Gotta love it, though. I think he's gonna do it. Why wouldn't he do it? Penalizing the people, I know that's what he want to do, but he's not going to do that. But it's understandable, man. Not everybody can handle the stress. Not everybody can be a patriot 1,000% of the time. It's understandable. What I don't like about the shutdown is a lot of people, federal workers, who got or laid off or waiting for the shutdown to be over, getting evicted. Now those are the people that need to go to jail. See what I'm saying? Reward the people that staying true, but don't get mad at the federal workers if they're not getting paid because of something that's out of their hands. We got some evil people out there. I wish all the federal workers get a bonus, but I don't know how much money that's gonna be. But do the air traffic controllers deserve a bonus? For sure. Everybody's what they said was, from my recollection, they're saying that everybody is going to get back pay, which is amazing. At least they didn't really officially work for free. They're going to get the back pay and everything, and that's good. But I have no problem with air traffic controllers getting 10,000 each. That's 110 million. Hey man, we got the healthcare industry getting 35 billion. So let them get that 10. Let them get that 10,000. But we just have to understand how this government works. We have to understand that if somebody doesn't get their way, they can shut down the government to where you can't get any money. This is why it's very difficult, and people are scared around when there's new votes and stuff coming around for the shutdown. They're scared for their lives because they know it could be shut down. I believe this is the longest shutdown that we've had in American history. All because a party wants an industry to get paid a lot of money. It's cheaper to do a lot of things working directly with a doctor than having insurance. Why is that? People are starting to understand and starting to wake up. Like, you know what? I don't need this insurance. I pay out of pocket. But this is why you have to be smart. You have to understand all about this politics. You think they're doing it for the people. You think they hold up the government for you, but they not. They holding it up for their interests. That's the reason why I can't really get down with the Republican Party, is because, not Republican, I can't get down with the Democrat Party. It's because they say they for the people, but they really not. See, I feel like the Republicans are for the people, but they're for the people that are willing to work hard and do something with themselves. Democrats want you to be lazy so they can have power and control over you. So this is why I can never get jiggy with the Democrats, because what are they putting forward? How are they helping the country? Just feel like everybody else gets rich around them other than Republicans. How many people do you think, since Donald Trump's been in office, ain't making a whole lot of money like they used to with the Democrats? How many people in the healthcare industry that's not making a whole lot of money? GLP went down. Yeah, their stock went down a little bit, but it's going to go back up. But it went down a little bit because they were hitting people over the head for GLP-1 medicine. He's cutting the cost. The cutting the cost is going to come with either you can cut the cost and still make some money, or I just take you out completely and you'll make no money and your company will fold. So when you're in this, man, you start looking at this. Don't get caught up in the hype. Look at who's making money and who's not. When the Democrats got into office, man, there's so many people in the healthcare industry making so much money. They charging so much everything. Food stores is charging everything. What did the Democrats do? What did they do? But now we got some people in there with common sense that's knocking this stuff down. But also remember this too, though. President Trump's only been in office for 9-10 months. And look what he's done. So let's get a man a little bit of time. It's not saying he's a bad president. My guy only been in there for 10 months. What do you expect? What do you expect? He's only been there for 10 months. So what do you expect? My man is doing everything he can. He's making the country better, brick by brick, but he's being strategic and surgical with it. He's not telling you all his moves. He's doing so many moves that you can't even understand it. Because if he tell you, you're going to hold it up. Let that man work. Let him cook. That's what the young people say, right? Let him cook. My man is cooking. He's bringing a lot of things down. He forced the Democrats' hand. He made people get educated about the ACA. So when they turn it down again, they're not going to look crazy. They're going to understand. My man is cooking. He know what he's doing. He's been working for 4 years when Biden was in office on a plan. And it seems like everything is calculated. I don't see him doing nothing just off the whim. Everything is calculated with this man. So instead of complaining and talking about who the person that he is, what is he doing now, just let him cook.